Hi everybody, today we're going to be finalising our Microsoft Outlook tutorial or package, sorry. We're going to be covering tutorial 7, which essentially looks at the delivery and the read receipts. So I thought I'd give a bit of an overview as to what this all is about before we get into the actual practicality of it all. But with emailing, it's actually quite important that unlike a hard copy mail where you physically send and you physically can get an idea as to whether you've received or the parties received your letter, with emailing it's actually important that there is a method of being able to double check that what you've emailed has actually successfully been delivered. Likewise, there's a method of making sure that emails that you've received, you can actually let the sender know that you've received it as well. Just to put a measure in place to confirm receipt or acknowledgement. A lot of the times, this may have already happened to you. You've sent an email across to someone, assuming that they've received it and read the email, but then you find out later on that they haven't received your email because it's actually gone into the junk mail, or there was a problem with their email address, and you made a mistake with their email address, sent it across, and once again you made the assumption they've received it, which they haven't. And that obviously can lead to issues, especially from a business perspective, because it might be an important email that you need attention straight away, or there may be an email that you need some feedback or answer to ASAP, and if they haven't received the email, then there's no way of them getting back to you immediately. So what we're going to do is we're going to put measures in place so that when you do send an email, you can request a automatic reply upon them receiving and opening the email. So once they've actually received the email and they've opened it on their end, it would automatically send us an email that they've actually received it, and that gives us a confirmation that they've actually received the email and hence they've opened it. At the same time, we're going to be looking at how the other side of things look when you actually receive an email and that email requests you to acknowledge and accept the fact that you've received the email as well. So they're the sort of the two positions that we're going to work on today. So we'll do the first one. So the first one is attaching a delivery receipt. Okay, so this is where you want to send an email and you want to request that upon them receiving your email that they need to acknowledge and acknowledge the fact that they've actually received our email. So the steps are there. I'm going to actually do the email or actually go through the exercise part, and that way you can see how it all works. So first things first, we go into Outlook and we're going to create a new email, and in the subject we want to put in request a delivery receipt. Request a delivery receipt. And I'm going to send this across to our internal email address. We're going to send it across to Ben. And in the body, we're just going to make something up here. Hi, Ben. I'm writing this email to see if it goes through. Now, the key here is you need to go to options over here and request a delivery receipt. This is essentially the pivot of the exercise. You need to put a tick next to request a delivery receipt and then send this across. Now what will happen is this will leave our outbox, go across to Ben. Then upon Ben receiving this email, he'll be prompted to acknowledge the fact that he's received the email. So now, as you can see here, I've received the reply email stating that the following email has been delivered to Ben. and the subject is request a delivery receipt. So that's basically what you should see. And you can obviously take a copy of this email, and if there's any disputes, this is evidence that you have sent the email across. So this is quite important. So that's the first exercise, the first part. The second part we're going to practice is requesting a delivery receipt. Sorry, we've already done requesting a delivery receipt. We want to request a read receipt. Okay, so you've got two types. You've got delivery and read. So delivery essentially is just a confirmation that they've actually received their email. Receiving a read receipt essentially is them not only receiving our email but actually opening up the email that we've sent them. And upon opening up the email that we've sent them, that will then acknowledge the fact that they've actually read the email also. So we'll practice that one as well. So I'm going to go to my sent items, copy what I've sent earlier, do the same thing, and check you have read the email. Request a read receipt. Okay, now options, and we need to click this one here, read receipt. Now you can put a tick next to both. So what this will do is it will send us a delivery receipt similar to what we've done earlier, plus a read receipt. I'm going to leave this one out for now, so that we can only receive a confirmation, so you know what this is all about here. Request a read receipt. So I'm going to send that now. Hit send and receive. Now this one will take a little bit longer because Ben will actually he'll need to receive my email first of all, and he'll need to open up email address, and then that will automatically then dispatch an email from his computer to my email address, and then I'll receive it. So there's an additional one step there, so it'll take a little bit longer to go through. And what I'll also do, as I'm waiting for him to receive and respond, I'll get him to also send me an email requesting a read receipt. So that way we can see what happens when we're on the receiving end. I just pop the video on hold until that comes through. Okay, so we just received two emails. This is the email that I sent Ben earlier, and this is a confirmation. Ben requested a read receipt to be sent when message such and such. So this is actually Ben's email to me, wanting a confirmation that I've read the email. So if I say yes to that, okay, so I've opened the email and I've picked yes, it'll then send him a confirmation. This here, request a read receipt, is Ben's, once Ben received my email requesting a read receipt, this is a system generated email sent to me stating that Ben's received my email and he's read it, and it gives us the details. It gives a stamp as to when that took place. So that happened this afternoon, 29th of June, and we've got a time. It was read on, so it shows the time that I sent the email and the time that Ben received the email, and read the email. So this is what you will. So this is what the person that you emailed requesting a read receipt. This is what you'll receive once they've actually received it on their end. little bit confusing because we're both used in a subject request to read receipt, but no doubt it makes sense. So this is essentially Ben's email to me wanting a response once I've received his email. So this has come from Ben, as you can see. I'm going to delete that. And this is automatic reply from Ben's computer to my computer, stating that he's received and read my email. So you can practice doing that, and if you're able to, if you've got another family member or someone who you can actually send these emails to, that's the best way of doing it, because that way you can actually see it unfold. So you can see the emails that you're sending being received and whatnot. So yeah, that's how I suggest you practice. So yeah, that completes our tutorial 7 on Microsoft Outlook. We will now continue with the next module, or the final module, which is Microsoft Access Databases. Thank you for listening.